Bonjour, je m'appelle Andrew, cofondateur de Neiges Biotechnologies. Je vais continuer en anglais. I came to Canada when I was in high school. We kind of joked that my dad wanted to move here because he wanted to ski more. But it's certainly part of that reason was for me and my brother to have a different life than what we had back in Korea. I liked biology since I was a kid, and when I went to university here at McGill, I pursued biology, but I always had a feeling that it wasn't quite enough. So when I was doing my PhD, I loved science, but publishing quite wasn't enough for me, because that's what you do in research. You publish articles to disseminate knowledge. And I wanted to see that knowledge being transitioned into real life impact. Some of you might wonder why a biotech company is called Neiges. When we build these miniature organs, miniature guts, as it happens during the human development, it starts from a single cell or a single point, just like a snowflake, and it increases in complexity quite exponentially. And that's what I had in mind when I said neige, or snow. So that's why the company is called Neiges Biotechnologies. Hey, go. How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Good. Remember, this was my seat and my bench over there.
Your bench?
We'll start it here.
Yeah.
And the $5,000 experiment.
The little side project.
Yes, that... Anyways, would you like to go have a chat?
Sure, let's do that.
This is Dr. Gregor Anderfinger, my former supervisor during my master's and my PhD. Gregor, could you introduce yourself and what you also do?
Yeah, thanks, Andrew. So my name is Gregor Anderfinger. I'm a pediatric cardiologist. I work with children who have heart disease. I'm also a researcher at Choose Understand Research Center. I remember one story where you came up to me where we discussed career options, and you said you had considered, for example, med school in a surgical specialty after your PhD or MD PhD career, and at the same time, from the very beginning, you mentioned your dream would be your own company.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that, actually.
Yes, you had a very heavy emphasis on being an entrepreneur. You mentioned that from the very beginning. You have this entrepreneurial spirit. You are taking risks. You have initiative. You're self-motivated, autonomous. You're looking for something really new.
I think I was very lucky that, well, I love science. I don't think I've ever loved anything in my life than science, apart from my families and all that. But I think it was very important and fortunate that I was able to be matched with you and your lab, because you have also that passion and you supported that kind of like more adventurous side of the science and research.
And I think we're also in an environment where not everybody was willing to take the risks.
Yeah.
And definitely you showed that you were.
I remember actually one of our collaborators on the side project we did, I remember the exact words. He said, "This looks like science fiction." Like that was his words.
Yes.
It's like, yes, but it can be done. It looks like science fiction, but it can be done, right?
That's a tremendous achievement. I'm really super proud of you.
Thank you, Gregor, for your support and your kind words and being part of this documentary. I hope to see you soon. We'll chat soon.
Absolutely. Yeah. I look forward to the next chapters in Neiges Biotech.
So we're going to go see Dr. Lauréat Chapuis next. Hi, Laurence.
Hi, Andrew.
Could you explain what you do and tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Yes, of course. So I'm a clinician scientist at CHU Saint-Justine. So I'm a pediatric gastroenterologist. So I'm treating children with digestive disease. And I'm also a researcher at the research center of the CHU Saint-Justine, where I mainly work on inflammatory bowel disease. You came to me saying, I have this model. I'm working on this gut model. And I told you, amazing, I'm looking for this because I need this for my research.
What do you think is the benefit of working together between an industry and academia?
First, I think collaborating is very important, because I think we really bring something to each other. It's really a real collaboration for us, really, because I need your model. And I think for you, it's also important that you can show that your model can be even more complex than it is now.
You're incredibly knowledgeable. You're also, on top of that, a clinician working with the patients. So you know the entire story that actually matters, right? And you're working on the scientific aspect of things on top of all that. So it's wonderful to work with you. And I look forward to what we can do together to potentially, bring, in the end, better therapeutics to the patients. Laurence, thank you so much for being with me today here. I'll see you soon. And we're going to go see Andrea and Maggie next. Hi, Maggie.
Hi, Andrew. How are you doing?
Good, you?
I'm great. Thank
Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Andrew.
Can you guys introduce yourself a little bit?
I'm Maggie Bywater. My background is that I'm a medical doctor and microbiology, tumor biology, and but I've spent most of my career in biotech, in 40 years in large companies and in small companies.
Andrea, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself as well?
Yeah, so at District 3, I'm the operations and administration manager, but I came into your story more so because of my Crohn's disease. So I've had Crohn's disease since I was a very young kid. Once you're diagnosed, that's really kind of only the beginning, because then it becomes which medication is going to work for you. Of the few options, there's some that your body just naturally rejects, which is what I had with my first medication, methotrexate. And then there's others that work for 10 years and then they reject. It's a lot of instability as a patient. And as soon as you get stable, you kind of cling on to that, knowing that it's not going to last forever.
If you could give a tip to a science-turned entrepreneur, what would be the kind of that one tip you could give for validation of the market?
I think one thing important about building a company around is the entrepreneur attitude and the journey from where you started as an inventor of a new technology to building a company that's going to make money, that's going to be funded. It's really building up the knowledge of how to manage the cash, bringing the cash in to allow you to do what you want to do. That transition for a scientist is not easy. It's a journey. And it's taking risks that you're not used to taking. There's risks in research. Research goes a few steps forward and a few steps back all the time. So you're used to not succeeding all the time as a researcher. But building a company and having to worry about finances in parallel is a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I think it's really paramount that you're able to communicate the story of your business to be able to bring other people on board financially.
And to care.
Yeah, to care.
To care. They need to care enough to put their money in.
No matter how back-end my work is with operations and admin, there's always the reminder of, oh, this is important. What I'm doing is important because I'm ensuring that startups like you can do the work, push it through, and make a real impact.
I feel really fortunate more and more that I am able to get feedback from someone like you, a serial entrepreneur like you, Maggie, and also Andrea, that we were able to have a frank conversation around that, because to me, it doesn't matter where our business is in the value chain, because in the end, if we cannot deliver actual values to the patients, which is therapeutics and the relief of pain, none of this matters. So both of you, thank you very much for being here today and sharing your stories.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So guys, we're gonna go talk to Diana next. Hi, Diana. So Diana is founder of V1 Studio, who has been supporting our startup since day one. Diana, could you tell me a little bit about yourself and V1 Studio?
Yeah, so V1, what we do basically is helping researchers explore entrepreneurship and take the leap. So on one side, develop entrepreneurial skills. And for those that want to take that leap, we want to try to de-risk as much as possible that journey.
After my PhD, I really wanted to pursue it, and it seemed like such an amazing opportunity to enable that. So I jumped on the opportunity, and then, I was very fortunate that you guys said yes.
I mean, I'm happy to hear that, because one of the reasons why I created the program was in Canada, we have a huge issue with PhDs not commercializing. Actually, we're great in research in Canada. We're not so good at commercializing. And we're having also in Canada like a lot of brain drain. So giving the opportunity to researchers, to PhDs, to explore entrepreneurial path, to commercialize their research is the best way, not only to keep them, but also to create economic and social impact.
I wanted to actually go to the States after my PhD, because they were, they just they're more adventurous, right? Especially in terms of commercialization and everything. But the reason why I actually stayed in Canada after my PhD is because I got into SIBP program.
There you go, brain drain, we avoid it. And that's why it's so important for people like yourself to become role models, because we need to help the next generation of researchers, the next generation of students to see, hey, that person achieved that, I can also do that too.
I will surely do everything in my power to fill in some of that expectation.
I'll hold you to it.
Yeah. Thank you, Diana.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go talk to Alex next, my co-founder. I'm here with Alex, my co-founder. Hi. Hey. Could you introduce yourself a little bit to everyone?
Yes, so I'm Alex Pon. I'm a molecular biologist by training. I did my bachelor's in physiology at McGill University, and then I did also a master's and a PhD in biomedical engineering, where I specialized in biomaterials.
We met for the first time at Chez Entreprendre.
That's right.
Right. I remember. I think my very first memory of you was you had your head down on a desk, and I asked you like how you're doing, and you said you're taking a power nap.
Oh, so you woke me up. I see.
I don't remember the details, but you're taking a power nap, and my impression was like, wow, this guy's really working hard. Yeah.
Well, I think there was a lot of synergy from the beginning. The platform that you were putting forward for studying gastro-intestinal disease is what really attracted me from a sort of a platform level where we can use that to create various therapeutic modalities. So I think we complement scientifically well each other, but also from a business perspective, I think we complement well. You're a great pitcher and fundraiser, and I try to do what I can with business development.
Yeah, and I think you're also a great pitcher as well, because for the Entrepreneur Bourses that we received, you were the one who pitched in French at the time. So you weren't officially onboarded as a co-founder, but you led us to that victory.
Yeah, that's true.
After winning the Bourses, it really helped us. I found Alex as a co-founder. So that's a big win for me. And we were able to secure our prospective academic clients and also a pharmaceutical partner.
So this is just the beginning, and we hope to build this company into succès québécois. Let's put it that way.
That's right. Our mission and vision is to cure Crohn's disease and reverse fibrosis. And I believe we are developing a team capable of doing that. and also the technology able to push that further. Making sure that Quebec retains STEM talents and then has a bolstered position in strong biotech community.
Yeah, I think it's important that we build a successful company, not only for people who suffer from Crohn's disease, to hopefully develop a therapeutic, but also to catalyze more people into going down the entrepreneurial path. We want to show people that it's feasible to go ahead and build a company, that you have the support that you need from the government, from different institutions, and that this can become a reality.
If I can say something maybe useful, it would be I would say my grandma's favorite quote is, if there's a will, there's a way. And don't get me wrong, it's hard. And I'm sure it will get harder.
It's not for everyone, that's for sure. But if you're interested,
I believe there's a way, and I think you should just go for it.
I wholeheartedly agree. I think that entrepreneurship can be a rewarding career if you have the guts, no pun intended, to go through it. N'hésitez pas de prendre de risques. Allez-y, lancez-vous. Et il y a beaucoup de support au Québec pour vous soutenir et pour vous guider au succès.
Thanks for tuning in.